Welcome to The Quiet Ambition, by Caroline Harrison. Today we explore the real reasons we keep saying yes. The quiet story. She remembers the exact moment she should have felt something. The offer letter was signed, the title finally matched the one she'd been chasing for 6 years, and the congratulations were still arriving in her inbox. She sat with it for a long moment, waiting for the feeling to catch up with the achievement. It never did. What she felt instead was a strange, quiet flatness, the sense of having climbed a very tall ladder, only to find it leaning against the wrong wall. The insight "know your why" has been repeated so often it has become background noise, the kind of phrase people nod along to without ever answering. But underneath the cliché is a genuinely uncomfortable question, because your why isn't a slogan to motivate you on hard mornings. It's a diagnostic. It tells you whether the life you're building actually belongs to you, or whether you've simply been very good at answering questions nobody asked. The quiet disconnect. Most high achievers never pause long enough to ask why they're striving. They just keep moving, from the next promotion to the next qualification to the next number on a payslip, and the momentum itself starts to feel like purpose. It isn't. Momentum is what's left when you stop questioning the direction. The disconnect shows up later, usually in a moment that should feel triumphant, when you arrive somewhere you've worked years to reach and realize you've been answering everyone else's questions except your own. Why this career? Why this lifestyle? Why this particular definition of success? The quiet choice: chase the next milestone, or understand what's driving the chase. Sometimes the answer underneath is uncomfortable. Ambition built on proving yourself, on outrunning a fear of failure, on chasing approval that was never actually guaranteed. Those reasons can build extraordinary careers. They rarely build lasting fulfillment, and the gap between the two is where most people quietly live for years without naming it. The quiet rebellion. The rebellious act isn't quitting the career or dismantling the ambition. It's refusing to let momentum answer a question only you can answer. The people who build meaningful lives aren't always the most ambitious people in the room. They're often just the clearest, because they've done the uncomfortable work of separating what matters enough to say yes to from what merely looked like it mattered. That clarity doesn't announce itself. It's built quietly, one honest answer at a time, usually while everyone else keeps climbing. The quiet beginning. This week, before making one important decision, pause and ask what your real reason for choosing it is. Don't settle for the first answer. Ask why again, and then again, until you reach the belief sitting underneath the behavior. That belief, not the decision itself, is where clarity actually begins. The quiet ambition exercise. Pick one choice you're currently living with, a job, a schedule, a standard you hold yourself to, and write down your first answer to why this. Then ask why that reason matters, and write that down too. Repeat it 4 or 5 times. Most people find the honest answer sitting 3 or 4 layers beneath the first one, and it rarely looks like the reason they'd have given out loud. The quiet mantra. My life is shaped by the reasons I keep saying yes. The quiet reflection. If nobody was watching, applauding, or judging, would you still want the life you're working so hard to create? Sit with whatever answer appears. It may tell you more than another 5-year plan ever could. The quiet conversation. When was the last time you asked yourself why you actually wanted something, rather than assuming the wanting spoke for itself? If this issue names something you've been circling quietly, repost it for someone else who needs the nudge. Follow The Quiet Ambition for more on building a life that's actually yours. Until issue 9, remember this: The Quiet Ambition isn't about helping you achieve more, it's about making sure what you achieve is truly yours. Ready to get honest about your why? Book a spark session, and let's find the answer underneath the behavior.